Hey, what is up everyone? Forever here. Welcome back to another video. And guys, today we have episode 4 of the minifigure wall. Guys, I'm super excited to bring this episode to you all today. Now, of course, if you are new to this channel or new to this series, basically each month I build up a bunch of more new minifigures that I do not have in my collection. I showcase them in the video, of course, and then I do a small time lapse showcasing me putting them up on the minifigure wall to kind of display all the Lego Star Wars minifigures. I'm super excited because each episode you guys get to see the wall basically just fill out even more, and it looks fantastic. So with that being said, if you're still enjoying the series, definitely show some love by smashing that like button. And yeah, let's get on to the first group of figures. We do have, of course, the episode 1 style of figures right here. See, these are some of the older ones from 1999. We do have Qui-Gon Jinn, Jar Jar Binks, Anakin Skywalker, and Padme Nabri. So these two figures I actually got from a pod racer set, the original one that a Bricklinker had for like pretty cheap. Actually, it wasn't new in box or anything like that, but it was a complete set, so it was pretty cool to actually get that set. I was like, you know what, it'll be nice because I already had these figures on the way. But first off, of course, we do have the old Qui-Gon Jinn. This is actually really nice because I have the newest version up on the wall already, so it's gonna be nice adding this one to the wall, of course. Now, of course, he does have the nice old cape right there. He's got the, you know, standard Qui-Gon headpiece. He doesn't have any back printing to his Jedi robes, but it's pretty nice having another classic Jedi, or at least version of Qui-Gon. Next, we have the original Jar Jar Binks. He came in, I think, 2 sets, I believe at least, and definitely plain version of him. It's actually pretty cool to have him. I know Jar Jar wasn't the you know, most ideal character, but it is actually pretty cool to have the original one and seeing that like head sculpt from the original days, I guess you could say. So it's a pretty cool figure, not gonna lie. Of course, he doesn't have any back printing, as you can see. It's kind of just a plain torso, but really it's not that big a deal because his headpiece kind of just covers the bulk of it. So next we have, of course, Anakin Skywalker. If you guys do know, I actually have a episode 1 Anakin Skywalker already on the wall, but the difference is, now again, I'm gonna point this out. Basically, I do collect all these Star Wars minifigures, and the difference is this one came in the Pod Racer set, and the other one came in the Naboo Starfighter. Basically, the only difference is the helmet's different. The one in that set came with a, I guess, reddish brown helmet, and this one, of course, comes in a like light gray. So pretty cool. Another Anakin Skywalker, no back printing, but honestly, like, what do you expect from a 1999 set? And last we have Padme Nabri. It's actually a really cool figure to have because of the fact that, you know, they really didn't update this figure since this figure. They didn't update it until the recent 20th anniversary Anakin's Pod Racer. So that's actually really cool. I'm happy to have the original one right here. So those are the episode 1 figures. Moving them along, of course, we do have some more old style figures right here. We have a couple more, and we're actually getting into the portion where I'm showcasing a bunch of figures that my friend Ben, or Imperial Brick Productions, actually sent me. He's opening up a Bricklink store and basically showcased a few pictures of like some minifigures he's going to be adding to his Bricklink store, and he's like, hey, you guys can pick first choice. Basically, just text me about it, and if you want any of these figures, let me know. So I contacted him because there's a bunch of really cool figures, and I'll showcase, of course, which ones are the ones from him. But these are 2 of them. These are actually really cool. He had them for a decent price, and plus he lowered them down for me since we're friends. But we, of course, have the skiff version of Han Solo. He's got that plain, I guess, torso piece right there, and of course he's got the standard Han Solo smirk. Really cool figure, honestly. Like, I've compared to like the newest one, it's actually really nice to have, and it's gonna be a nice addition to the minifigure wall. Next, we of course have just a standard Imperial officer, which is actually another really cool minifigure to add. He had a lot of really nice figures, but these were like a couple that I just wanted. But it's really cool to have like the most recent and of course the older one, because like the printing on that, and then of course you have the, I guess, Lego City old police cap on them. So really nice. Of course, he does have the smiley face right there. Moving on, we're getting closer to like more recent stuff right here. Of course, these are 2 more figures that my buddy Ben sent me. Again, I'll leave a link to his Instagram and his YouTube channel, Imperial. I think it's Imperial, or Star Wars Imperial Productions or something like that. But yeah, so he sent me some more figures. These, of course, are added to the wall. Now, of course, you guys can tell that this one is actually missing his helmet. Basically, I asked him about it. He said the lot that he bought it from didn't actually come with a helmet. And this is what I was meaning a little bit earlier, that I was waiting for Bricklink order to arrive, because after I purchased this figure, I went on Bricklink, ordered separate helmets, basically just this guy's helmet, and also a, you know, old Yoda. So I was kind of waiting for that to actually film the update, because, you know, I wanted to get this full figure, but I was like, you know what, it didn't come today. I just want to make sure that this video gets out. So whenever that does arrive, I'll be finishing that clone right there. But of course, we do have the scarred Anakin from the Darth Vader transformation set, the original one. It's really cool. You got the nice scars on him. He does have the classic Anakin Skywalker Jedi robes from episode 3. No back printing. And of course, this is the green clone trooper. I can't remember what corp it was he was a part of, but he came in the Wookiee Catamaran set from 2005, and it's really nice. And he is technically the last episode 3 clone from that series that I needed. I think the only like the official last one is going to be that Scout Trooper. But yeah, that's a really cool figure, and I can't wait to get the helmet to actually have him fully complete. Moving on, we do of course have some Clone Wars variant figures. So this is the last figure that was part of the lot Ben sold to me. And this is the Ranko Hardeen, or Obi-Wan disguised version of himself from the Clone Wars. He does have some interesting printing on him. He's meant to be kind of a roughed up bounty hunter. He's got that nice like tattoo on his eye. He of course does have the classic Star Wars bug-dyed printing on him. Does have some nice back printing right there, as well as he got a little mark on the back of his head. Next we have Anaconda Farr. He's from the Clone Wars, of course. He was a Grodian that showed up in a few episodes. His character always confused me, because he died in the Clone Wars, and then a season later they showcased him back alive. It was basically a past episode. I don't know. It was very confusing, but it's a really cool figure. Like, it's another Grodian figure to add to the collection, and just a nice group of minifigures to add to the Clone Wars section. Moving on, we have a episode 7 figure. I just realized I fixed this one back up because the headpiece and the helmet piece were used for Hoth, and as you guys know, I was actually dismantling Hoth and going through the figures, and finally got this figure back to 100%. So I didn't buy this. This is just a figure into my collection that I haven't put up yet. It's just a Rebel or Resistance technician that came in the Pose X-Wing from the first wave of Force Awakens. He's got some nice printing all around. He's got a nice, I guess, helmet. I think this is still, I guess, exclusive to this set alone, but nice helmet, nice printing, and yeah, so moving on to our last group of figures. And this is a group that I've been meaning to add to the wall for some time, but I haven't actually built the set. This is, of course, the Mandalorians from the Mandalorian Battle Pack. It's a really cool group of figures right here. You've got 2 female ones, the green and the, I guess, kind of orange and sand blue. And then you have the 2 male ones, the blue and the orange. So, really cool group of minifigures, of course, to add to the wall. Some newer ones. These are the newest, I guess, set of figures from this year, I guess, for this episode. So, really cool, and I'm happy to have some more figures from The Mandalorian, and these guys just look fantastic. So, with that being said, let's get on to that time-lapse and see what the wall is looking like. And yeah, this is what the minifigure wall is looking like, guys. I'm super happy with the new additions. And yeah, the wall just keeps filling out even more. Now what that does mean is, of course, I'm going to have to extend some of this sooner or later. I do have some more base plates that I can kind of just place around, I guess, kind of like up the top, on the sides, because this is filling out much faster than I was expecting. So basically showing off where I basically put some of the figures. There's Anaconda Farr right next to Newt Gunray. Down below we have Ranko Hardeen, kind of just filling out this bottom portion of the Clone Wars, which is kind of going to be like the miscellaneous figures, or the one-off characters, I guess you could say. Up here we have the Phase 2 green clone, as well as the Anakin Skywalker burnt up figure. Of course, I put them right next to the other, the updated version, and of course, whenever I do get that helmet in from Bricklink, I'll put it on that figure so it can be 100% complete. This is what I was meaning to expand, because like my episode 3 area is kind of filling out, and I don't really have too much space I guess, to fill more spaces right there. Moving downward, of course, we do have the new additions down here. We have the Imperial officer as well as the Han Solo in the, I guess, skiff guard attire. You have the new one and the old one. Moving down, there's the Force Awakens Resistance Technician. And of course, this is kind of the area that filled out probably the most this week's, or at least this month's episode, is the episode 1. This corner just kind of keeps filling out. But yeah, I really like having like the old figures above and then the newer ones down below. And yeah, this wall just keeps looking better and better in my opinion. Like getting a, I guess, farther shot, this thing just looks so cool and just keeps filling out with even more awesome figures. But yeah, I think that's going to be it. If you enjoyed, definitely show some love by smashing that like button, as well as if you're new to this channel, definitely subscribe. We got some awesome content coming your way, especially with the new dismantling series of Camino coming out this week. So yeah, stay tuned for that, and I'll catch you stud stackers in the next video. Bye bye.